Hello everyone, magandang buhay sa lahat. Welcome na welcome po kayo dito sa ating Mathematics Tagalog tutorial. Sa video na ito ay papaliwanag ko po sa inyo on how to model real-life situation using algebraic expression. So ano nga po ba ang ibig sabihin ng model real-life situation? So, ire-represent po natin yung real-life situation using algebraic expression. So, what is this real-life situation? Ito po yung example ng real-life situation. Okay? The minimum jeepney fare is 15 pesos for the first 4 kilometers with an additional 4 pesos charge for each succeeding kilometer. So ito po ay real life situation with numbers. Okay? So meron pong involved na numbers dito po sa ating real life situation. So bakit po ito tinawag na real life situation? So ito po ay nangyayari po sa totoong buhay natin. Okay po? So, this is about situation kapag ikaw po ay sumasakay ng jeepney. Okay? Now, how we model this real life situation using algebraic expression. So, we are going to translate or write an algebraic expression based from this real life situation. Okay? So, ito po yung kanyang algebraic expression. 4x plus 15. So, paano po i-represent itong real life situation in an algebraic expression? So, paano po kaya ito naging 4x plus 15 mula po dito sa situation na ito? So, ito po yung papaliwanag ko po sa inyo in step-by-step process. Before I present examples, let's define first what is algebraic expression. An expression consisting of variables and constants along with algebraic operations just like addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. So yun po yung simple definition ng algebraic expressions. Okay, now, to model real life situation using algebraic expression, we need to know the different terminologies related to addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division para ma-model po natin yung real life situation sa algebraic expression. So ano po ba yung mga different terms na pwedeng gamitin para ma-represent yung four operations na yan? So ito po yun sila. Okay, so we have the first column addition, second column subtraction, third column multiplication, and the last column ay division. Okay, so for addition, ito po yung mga different terminologies na pwedeng o ginagamit sa real life situation. Ano po? Okay, for addition, we have the word plus, more than, increased by, the sum of, the total of, added to, total, and altogether. So ito po yung mga different terminologies. So kapag ang ginamit po ay more than, so ito po ay, ang operation ay addition. Kasi ang algebraic expression ay mayroon po siyang operations, di ba po ba? So kapag ang ginamit ay increased by, okay, you know that that is plus or addition. Okay? So how about for subtraction? We have these terms, minus, less than, decreased by, the difference of, subtracted from, deduct, take away, left, and remove. So ito naman po yung mga different terms for subtraction. Okay? Another one ay multiplication. So there are three words na pwede pong gamitin. We have times, multiplied by, the product of. So minsan, kapag ginamit po yung the product of, kahit wala na pong the product, pwede pong ang gamitin ay of, that is still multiplication. Okay? And for division, we have divided by, the ratio of, the quotient of, and average of. So ito po yung mga different terminologies na ginagamit sa real life situation. So dapat alam po natin ang mga ito para ma-express po natin yung real life situation into algebraic expression. Okay, so let's start. These are the different examples. Translate the following real-life situations into algebraic expressions. So, umpisahan ko po sa pinakamadali or pinakasimple na real-life situations. Okay? Hanggang po sa more complicated real-life situation. So, paano po kaya natin ito i-model into algebraic expression? So, bago ko po ituloy yung explanation, so kung hindi ka pa po naka-subscribe sa channel na ito, so please subscribe. Hindi ka po mabibigo kasi lahat ng lessons ng Mathematics 8, Revised K-12 Curriculum ay i-upload ko po dito. Okay? So, pakiclick na rin po yung notification bell para kapag nag-upload po ako ng new videos sa Mathematics 8 ay updated po kayo. Okay, so let's start for number 1 example. 10 subtracted from P marbles. So, this is a simple example of real-life situation. Okay, again, 10 subtracted from P marbles. So, we're going to model or represent this real-life situation into algebraic expression. So, paano po ba yan? So, i-translate natin word by word. Okay, ito pong sentence na ito. Okay, so we have the first word here is 10. In symbol, that's 10. Okay, ito po yung 10 na number. Okay, subtracted from, subtracted is minus, right? So, lagyan po natin yung dash for minus. And then, P marbles. So, yung P po, inire-represent po niya kung gaano karami yung marbles. Okay, kaya P marbles. So, lagay po natin dyan ay P. So, we have now 10 minus P. But go back to the sentence. 10 subtracted from P marbles. So, meron tayong word dito na from. So, kapag meron pong from na ganyan, subtracted from, meaning to say, ito pong 10 minus P na tinranslate natin mula sa sentence na yan ay i-interchange po natin yung dalawa kasi may ginamit na from. So this will become, if you're going to interchange the terms, we have now P minus 10. So binaliktad lang po natin because meron po tayong from. Okay, so yung P minus 10 na yan, yan na po yung kanyang algebraic expression. Okay? For number 2 example, 9 decreased by Z chocolates. So what is the algebraic expression of this simple real-life situation? So itatranslate po natin word by word. Okay, unahin po natin. The first word is 9. So yung 9 po in symbol ay yung 9 po natin in symbol. Okay, this one. Then next ay decreased by. So decreased by is an operations of mathematics. So ano po yung operation na nire-represent ng decreased by? So ang decreased by po ay minus. So we write dash for minus. Okay? And then Z chocolate. So ang ibig sabihin po nito ay gaano po karami yung chocolate. So Z chocolates, yung Z po ay number ng chocolate. So we just write there Z. So we have now 9 minus Z. Okay? Or 9 decreased by Z chocolates. So ito po bang algebraic expression na 9 minus Z na ito ay ito na yung kanyang algebraic expression of this real life situation? Okay. So balikan po natin itong operation na decreased by. So kapag ganito po na decreased by, ibig sabihin yung translation po natin into algebraic expression as is diretso lang po yan. No need to interchange kagaya po ng number 1 kanina. Kaya yung 9 minus Z, yan na po yung kanyang algebraic expression. Okay? For number 3 example, M increased by 6 apples. Okay, so another real life situation. So how we translate this one? So madali lang, kagaya po ng number 1 and number 2, translate lang po natin word by word. So we have now the variable M. Okay, ito po yung first letter, M. Then, increased by. So ang increased by po ay addition. So that's plus. And then 6 apples. So that is 6. So we have now the algebraic expression M plus 6. Ito po, M increased by 6 apples. Now, kailangan bang interchange itong terms o hindi na? Ang ginamit po dito ay by, increased by. So, meaning to say, hindi na po natin kailangang i-interchange. Yan na rin po yung kanyang algebraic expression. Okay? So, m plus 6 is the algebraic expression of this real-life situation, m increased by 6 apples. Number 4 example. Half kilograms of K fish. Okay, again, half kilograms of K fish. So, paano po natin kaya ito i-translate into algebraic expression? So, ganito lang po yon. What is half? Ang half po, ibig sabihin is 1/2. Shortcut term po itong half ng 1/2. Okay, kaya yung half po ay 1/2. And then, K fish. So, half kilogram of K fish. So, kalahating kilo daw ng K fish. Kaya, 1/2 K. So, ano po yung operation? Ang ginamit po dito ay of. So, again, sabi ko po kanina, kapag ang ginamit ay of, ito po ay multiplication. So, this close and open parenthesis, this is the operation between 1/2 and K. So, ito na po yung half kilograms of K fish. Okay. So, another way to write 1/2 times K, maliban po sa paglalagay ng close and open parenthesis sa multiplication, pwede naman pong ganito. Okay? Or, can be, remove the close and open parenthesis. So, 1/2 K. So, ang ibig sabihin po natin, yung 1/2 K is 1/2 times K. Okay, so pwede po kasing merong close and open parenthesis, pwede naman pong wala. Kasi yung 1/2 is number, yung K ay variable. So, pwede lang pong walang close and open parenthesis. Or, kung mas simplified pa ang gusto mo, pwede naman po yung ganito. Okay, this will become K over 2. Okay, so ito pong tatlo na ito ay pare-pareho lang po ito. Now, how come that 1/2 K is the same as K over 2? So, if you multiply 1 times K here, that is equal to K. So, pwede pong 1K over 2, okay, dito po, 1K over 2 or pwede naman pong K over 2. Okay? So, that is the translation of this simple real-life situation. So, kahit saan po dito yung ginamit nyo, pare-pareho pong tama yung sagot ninyo. Ano po? So, ito lang po, ini-present ko lang po yung different ways to write this algebraic expression. For number 5 example, 7 less than m animals. So, again, 7 less than m animals. So, ano po kaya yung translation ng real life situation na ito? So, ito po yung kanyang translation, pero hindi pa po ito final. Okay, translate po natin word by word itong ating sentence. So, 7 in symbol ay this one. Okay, 7. And then, ang less than po is minus. Less than, so we use dash for minus. And then, m animals, so we write m. So, we have this one, 7 minus m. Okay, ito na po ba yung kanyang algebraic expression? Hindi po ito. Okay, so take note, kapag ang ginamit po sa word ay yung less than, or ang ginamit sa sentence ay yung less than, hindi po as is ganyan po yung pagkakatranslate. Ano po? Hindi po 7 minus m. So kapag less than ang ginamit, we need to interchange the term na tinranslate po natin. Okay? So this will become m minus 7 mula po sa 7 minus m. Okay? So, ito pong m minus 7 na ito, that is now the algebraic expression of this real-life situation. Okay? For number 6 example, the average of Tony's grade in the first and second quarter if he got X and Y in the 2 quarters respectively. Okay, so how we translate this situation into algebraic expression? So ganito lang po yon. Kailangan natin intindihin yung situation. So yung situation ay all about Tony's grade. At sabi po ng statement o ng situation, i-average natin o yung average ni Tony's grade sa first and second quarter. At ang first and second quarter grade niya ay X and Y. Maybe yung X ay first quarter at yung Y ay second quarter. Now, we are going to represent this situation into algebraic expression. So, ganito lang po yung kanyang translation. So, from the word average, so paano po ba kinukuha yung average ng numbers? Di ba ang average ng numbers, pag kukunin natin ay add all the numbers. Okay? So here, about grade ni Tony sa dalawang quarter, so i-add natin yung grade niya. Ang grade po niya ay X and Y. So, X plus Y, we're going to add, and then i-divide natin ilan ba yung pinlas natin. Okay? Ilan ba yung number na pinag-plus natin? So, dalawa lang po kasi X and Y. So, ito ay divided by 2. Okay? So, we have X plus Y divided by 2. Iyan na po yung algebra expression na nire-represent ng situation na ito. Okay? So, X plus Y divided by 2. Okay? So, how about this number 7 example? The sum of the points gained by Max and Peter in a basketball game if Max got 10 more than the score of Peter. Okay, so medyo mahaba po yung ating situation. So ulitin po natin to understand the situation. The sum of the points gained by Max and Peter in a basketball game if Max got 10 more than the score of Peter. So, paano po natin kaya ita-translate itong situation into algebraic expression? Okay, so it's all about points gained by Max and Peter. Okay? So, sabi niya dito, meron tayong condition if Max got 10 more than the score of Peter. Okay, so ibig sabihin, si Max, ang kanyang score ay nakadepende sa score ni Peter. Ano po? Hindi po natin makukuha yung score ni Max kung hindi po natin alam yung score ni Peter. So si Peter dapat ang malaman natin ilan ba yung kanyang score. Okay? Kaya since wala pong nakalagay kung ilan score ni Peter, ilelet natin x the score of Peter. So any variable will do. So pwede pong y, z dito po. Okay? So yung x or any variable represent the score of Peter. Now, if the score of Peter is x, what is the score of Max? So sabi po niya, Max got 10 more than the score of Peter. Okay, so yung more than na word na ginamit dito is operations. Okay, what is more than? What operation represented by the word more than? So ang more than po ay, yan po ay plus. Ano po? So we are going to use plus later. Okay, so ito munang i-translate natin. Max got 10 more than the score of Peter. Okay, so si Max daw ay ang score niya is what? 10 more than the score of Peter. Since the score of Peter is x, then we are going to add it by 10. So pwedeng 10 plus ang score ni Peter ay x, so pwedeng 10 plus x, pwede naman pong x plus 10. Okay, so pwede lang pong baliktarin natin kapag ang operation ay plus. Kagaya po ng 3 plus 2, pwede naman pong 2 plus 3. Okay? So here, 10 plus score of Peter x, so 10 plus x, pwede naman pong x plus 10. Okay? So again, the score of Peter will let x, then the score of Max will become x plus 10. Okay, so ito na po yung ating condition na if. Punta po tayo sa first sentence natin dito. The sum of points. When you say sum, ano po yung operation ng sum? Again, ang sum po ay, ito po ay plus. Okay? So, plus po yung sum. So, the sum of points gained by Max and Peter in a basketball game. So, ibig sabihin, ipa-plus po natin yung score ni Max at score ni Peter. So, ang score ni Peter ay x, ang score ni Max ay x plus 10. So, i-add lang po natin yan. Okay, iyan na po yung kanyang algebraic expression kapag nai-add po natin. So, Max plus Peter. So, si Max ay x plus 10 at si Peter ay x. So, paglagay natin, ganyan po yan. Okay, Max score is x plus 10. Okay, this one. And then plus Peter, si Peter naman po ay x. So, we have now x plus 10 plus x. So, pwede na pong tanggalin itong close and open parenthesis, pwede naman pong meron. Ano po? If you want more simplified algebraic expression than this, pwede po natin yan i-simplify. Okay, so this will become 2x plus 10. So, paano po kaya ito naging 2x plus 10? So, kapag pinag-add po natin itong x and then x sa dulo, so if you add x plus x will become 2x. Okay. So, at yung 10 plus 10, ito po yung dinugtong. But actually, pwede na pong sagot itong x plus 10 plus x. Okay? And much better kapag ang sagot mo ay more simplified, 2x plus 10. Okay? So, ganyan po kung paano i-translate yung real situation just like this. Okay, for number 8 example. The amount to be paid for y kilos of meat if each kilo costs m pesos. So, paano po natin ito translate? So, ito po ay mas madali kumpara dun sa number 7 na example. Okay, kasi mas maiksi po ito. Mas madaling intindihin, mas madaling i-translate. Okay, the amount to be paid for y kilos of meat if each kilo cost m pesos. Ibig sabihin, we just multiply. So, ang algebraic expression po niya ay y times m pesos. Ito po yung y kilo ng meat, multiply natin ng m pesos kung magkano po yung bawat kilo. Kaya y kilo times m pesos. So, pwede na po itong kanyang algebraic expression. Okay? So, pwede naman po, more simplified, y times m is the same as ym. Okay? Or pwede naman pong my, pwede pong magkabaliktad. So, ym or my pesos. So, pwede pong tanggalin itong symbol ng multiplication. Okay? So, pwede pong wala. Or, pwede naman pong ym. So, yung pesos na word, palitan po natin ng peso sign. This is ym pesos. Ano po? So, pwede naman pong ganito yung sagot ninyo. But anyway, kahit saan po dito yung sagot mo ay tama. Ito po yung translation ng statement na ito. So, any po dito yung maging sagot ninyo ay pwede pong algebraic expression of this situation. Okay, for number 9 example. The sum of two consecutive numbers. Okay, so simple yung ating sentence, maiksi. Pero paano po kaya natin ito i-translate into algebraic expression? Ulitin po natin. The sum of two consecutive numbers. So pag sinabi po nating sum, ito po ay plus. Tama po ba? Okay. So yung sum po ay plus. Ito po yung i-add daw po natin. Two consecutive numbers. So paano po natin i-represent yung consecutive numbers? Ano po ba ang ibig sabihin ng consecutive? Okay? So ang ibig sabihin po ng consecutive ay magkasunod. O halimbawa, ang first number ko ay 2. Okay? Ang first number ko ay 2, for example. So, anong kasunod po na number ang 2 para po sila ay consecutive? Kasi ang consecutive ay magkasunod. So, anong kasunod po ng 2? Ang kasunod po ng 2 ay, ito po ay 3. Okay? So, for example, ang two consecutive numbers natin ay 2 and 3. So, i-add lang natin, kasi ang word dito ay plus, yan na po yung kanyang translation. 2 plus 3. Pero, hindi naman po natin alam kung ano yung dalawang consecutive numbers. Ano po? In example ko lang po itong 2 and 3. Okay, so para makuha natin, o para ma-translate natin itong statement na ito, ganito lang po yan. Okay, i-let natin na yung n ay first number. For example, yung n ay first number. Ito, first number natin ay 2. Okay, ilagay po nating n. Paano po kaya makukuha yung kasunod na number? Okay, kasi consecutive numbers. Okay, so paano natin i-represent yung kasunod na number ng n? Okay, ganito lang po yun kasimple. Pag sinabi natin consecutive, magkasunod po yun. Okay? So, ang n po natin ay first number. Para makuha yung second number, ano po ba yung nangyari dito? 2 and then ang kasunod ay 3. Ano ang pinlas natin para maging 3? Okay, 1. Ano po? So, 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. For example, ang first number natin ay 6. Ano ang second number? 7. Tama po ba? Okay. Anong ginawa mo para makuha yung second number? O anong ipa-plus mo sa 6 para ang makuha ay 7? 1. So always po 1 ang pagitan ng consecutive numbers. So ibig sabihin, kapag ang first number natin ay n, pwede naman po ang second number natin ay n plus 1. That is our second number. Okay, gawin lang po yun kasimple. Okay, now, since ang first number natin ay n, ang second number natin ay n plus 1, meron na tayong first and second number, we are going to have this sum. I-add daw natin. So, ganito lang po yun. Okay, so this become sum n plus n plus 1. So, yung n is the first number, yung n plus 1 is the second number. Okay, this one. Kaya, pag kinuha yung sum, n plus n plus 1. Okay? So, pwede na pong itong sagot. Pwede na po yan na translation ng situation na ito. Or pwede naman pong more simplified, ganito lang po yan. 2n plus 1. So, i-add lang po natin yung dalawang variable na magkapareho. N plus n is equal to 2n. And then, idagdag po natin ito plus 1. So, this becomes. So, 2n plus 1. So, pwede po sa dalawa ang sagot ninyo. Okay? Kahit saan po yung sagot nyo dito, pareho pong tama. Okay? Okay, so to end up this topic about real life situation, ay magbibigay po ako ng activity for you to answer para tignan po natin kung naintindihan nyo yung ating lesson. Okay? For number 1 situation, the sum of two consecutive even numbers. Okay? So kanina consecutive numbers, ngayon mayroon pa akong dinagdag na even numbers. So two consecutive even numbers. So ano po kaya yung kanyang algebraic expression? Number 2, a number x more than twice a number. And number 3, 7 less than 5 times a number y. Okay, so please, baka pwede naman po ninyong i-share yung sagot ninyo kapag umabot po kayo sa video na ito o sa end ng video na ito. So baka pwede naman pong i-share ninyo, pakitype po yung inyong sagot dito sa comment box below. Maraming salamat sa panonood, kaibigan. Kung natuto ka sa video na ito at nagustuhan mo, baka pwede mo pong i-click yung like. At kung hindi pa po kayo nakasubscribe, baka pwede namang i-subscribe. So mag-subscribe na po kayo kasi lahat po ng video or video lesson ng pang grade 8 mathematics mula first quarter hanggang fourth quarter ay i-upload ko po dito. So tutulungan ko po kayong intindihin ang Mathematics 8.